You cannot be out here talking about being an entrepreneur, going into entrepreneurship without talking about how you are going to pay yourself. One of the biggest mistakes that everyone makes, everyone, and I'm going to say except me, because except me. But the biggest mistake that everyone makes is you treat your business and you as one entity, when in all actuality, you and your business are two separate entities. You all are not the same. It is two different things. And that is like the start of the problem with most entrepreneurs starting out. I'm going to tell you how you pay yourself the right way. One, so that you're actually making money, but two, so that your business is keeping money flowing. Stay tuned. So it's Tashima. If you have not subscribed to my channel already, go ahead and subscribe, because I know you're going to love this video. And if this is your second video, you should have been subscribed already. But make sure you all leave your feedback below, because it does help me to provide great content. And again, subscribe. All right. So the first thing you want to start with when you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I pay myself as an entrepreneur? You need to start setting financial goals, personal financial goals. So what I mean is, you need to know exactly how much it costs for you to live. What are your living expenses? If you have not done that, I need that to be the first thing you do when you watch this video. You need to know exactly how much every single penny is coming out of your account for you to live and sustain. All right? That's very important. You should be able to throw a dollar amount. You can round it if need be, but you need to be able to say it costs me $4,500 a month for my house, gas, food, utilities, extracurriculars, Netflix, and all of that good stuff, life insurance policies, your child's tuition, whatever. You should be able to throw a dollar amount out there and say, this is how much I need to have a month to sustain a good living. Include your savings in that too. All right. You also need to consider your lifestyle. You know, what do you like to do? Are you going out every other weekend? If so, how much are you spending? If you're spending like $300-$400 going out every other weekend, then you know you probably need to estimate for another $650 to $850 a month, just for you to continue that lifestyle. If you know you like to buy nice things and you take yourself shopping once a month, you might need to consider how much you're spending on whatever it is, so that you can keep that accounted for. No one wants you to change your life. You will have to make some sacrifices, but that's in anything good. Whenever something great is about to pop off, sacrifices need to be made. Not just so that it's room, but of course, so that there's room for those great things to come. But so you know that you for real. God need to see that you're for real. All right? And that you about the life that God is about to bestow on. So you want to consider your lifestyle when you start to consider your financial goals and where you are financially. Now, I say this in a lot of videos. You really need to understand business and business in a financial standpoint. Listen, I said in the beginning of this video, you and your business are two different entities. You need to treat them as such. So what I mean is, you got a personal bank account, you need to have a business bank account. This is mandatory. In my eyes, this is mandatory. If you come to me and you tell me, hey, I really want to start a business, the first thing I'm gonna ask you, you got your business together? You got it registered? You got a business bank account? Because if you don't have that, you don't even want money. Did you think the money was going to be sent to your personal account? No, you cannot commingle funds. So you need to have a personal and a business account. A personal checking and savings, a business checking and savings. That is so important. And I know that I preach to you all to, get a QuickBooks account. That's important to me. But let's just say that you're not ready to take that step and pay for QuickBooks a month. It may be $18, $20 a month. You're not ready for that. Do the next best thing. Go get you a spreadsheet. But you need to track what you are spending and what is coming in. In the beginning, you may only be spending. That's cool. You need to track that. You pay $200 to get your business registered. We need to know that you pay $200 to get your business registered. And I say this because there's so much that goes into running a business that people don't pay attention to this part. But we're about to get into it. So for this, you want to determine what's going to be a fair compensation. So in my personal opinion, if you are working in an industry where, you're about to launch a business in the thing that you're already doing in your corporate job, then you honestly probably already know how much you need to get paid. When I started my accounting business, truth be told, I kept my exact salary. I was living a good life on the salary I was making in my corporate job and had extras that I was like, okay, let me just keep that salary. So the exact same thing I was paying, that I was getting paid in corporate, I paid myself in my accounting business. If you do not know, and this is a new industry for you, I will highly recommend you go do research. You start communicating with people in that industry. You would, no offense, go and apply for a job and have a conversation with the hiring people or someone in HR to see how much people are getting paid in that industry, because that's important. The next thing you want to do, you need to familiarize yourself with a P&L report. That's a profit and loss statement. You need to understand it. So when I told you all to go get a spreadsheet, you need to track your expenses, track your income. I say that because you do, especially if you don't want to get QuickBooks, because QuickBooks will automatically generate you a P&L report. But you need to know your revenue, your expenses, and your bottom line. Because no one cares. I'm keeping it real with y'all. No one cares if you made 6 figures, $250K in revenue, but your bottom line is only $30K. No one cares. Does that mean you only profited $30,000 out of 200? That's a lot. And that's not good profit margin. So what I would recommend you all, and I will drop a spreadsheet below. It's just a template. It's a profit and loss on a spreadsheet. Understand, familiarize yourself with, okay, this is my revenue. These are the different expenses that I have. What I always tell you all, and I won't go deep into this right now, but what I would highly recommend is that you start paying attention to where most of your money is going. So at one point, I realized that I was spending a lot of money on like monthly. It was like, I think I had it categorized as like subscriptions or memberships or something like that. And it was higher than it needed to be. And I went through it and I realized that I was paying for memberships that I wasn't no longer using and paying for memberships that I could have reduced. So instead of me paying $50 a month, I could have been paying $30 a month because I didn't even use the $50 plan. That saved me almost $600 a month. That may not be a lot to someone who's watching this video, but when you're a small business owner and all of your income is coming from you, every penny counts, okay? And I wanted those $600, and that helped me a lot because I was able to use that and hire another accounting assistant. So familiarize yourself with a profit and loss statement, even if you go and look up a template on Google just to see what it looks like. And then once you start to utilize it, pay attention to where most of your money is going. Also, pay attention to where you are making the most money. So for myself, I have bookkeeping, tax services, and cleanup services. I was pushing for bookkeeping. I wasn't getting that much money in bookkeeping. I realized I was getting more money in cleanup. Mind you, more money in cleanup, less work. I put all my energy into me getting more cleanup clients because one, that increased my profit margin drastically, but it was also less work on myself and my team. So familiarize yourself with that. Once you understand what your bottom line is, you will understand what you need to pay yourself. But keep coming. We got some more to go. So now you need to determine a consistent pay schedule. What I mean by this is, one, how often do you want to be paid? Do you want to be paid once a month, twice a month, once a week? Determine what's going to work for you. What I recommend, stick with the thing stick with the schedule that you can manage the best. If you know you get paid once a week and you run through your money every week, that may not be the schedule for you. But if you know you're getting paid once a month, works best, pay yourself once a month. All right, that's very important. Stick with the thing that's going to allow you to manage your money the best. The best thing you can do is in business is manage your money properly, because some months you may have it, some months you may not. You might go 2 months without making a dollar. All right, so that's very important. Automate your payments. Automate your payments. Do not use Cash App. Do not use Venmo. Let me say it again. Do not use Cash App. Do not use Venmo. You can use Zelle. You can do wires through your bank, or you can use a platform, QuickBooks, send out the payments for you, whatever. But automate the payments. That way it's consistent. That way you don't ever have to worry about, okay, am I getting paid? When I'm getting paid? You know that you're getting paid. That's very, very important. And on top of that, lenders, the banks, anyone you may be trying to get some funding through, they want to see those automatic payments. When they see that it's consistently happening every month, every week, every 2 weeks, they're more willing to give you funding. So automate those payments. Now, this one is going to be hard for a lot of you all to do in the beginning. And I'll be transparent with y'all. In the beginning, I did, and I was on it. And then I slacked. Reinvest back into your business. Okay? The last thing you want to do is to bootstrap your entire way through business. And what bootstrapping is basically you continuing to put money into your business. No, allow your business to put money back into your business. So let's just say you get paid once a month. Let's just do it like that. Let's just say you get paid once a month, and let's just say you did $8,000 there. I think that's it. Let's just say you did $8,000 there. Let's say you need to be getting paid $4,000 for your business. All right, off Mando, you need to be getting $4,000. So you know you're gonna pay yourself $4,000. Let's just say you need to pay your team $1,000. So you know there's $5,000 already going. We only have $3,000 left. Why not? Hear me out. Why not reinvest back into your business 10% or 20%? That way you're leaving $800 to $1,600 back into your business. I know the math is probably off, but don't be good. But reinvest it back into your business and do something that's going to be comfortable that you can continue to do every month. Something that's going to be consistent. But if you're able to reinvest back into your business, you don't have to worry about dabbing into your pockets to pay for things in your business. That's so important. There were months where, you might have a $12,000 month. I was only paying myself like, what, 3,200, something on the lines of that, something in the $3,000 range. But my team, I had a pretty substantial team, and I want to say maybe was doing $2,000 to $3,000 to the team as well. I would leave the rest. And I would put it into a savings account because I wanted it to yield interest over time. But I would just leave the rest. I wouldn't even mess with it. It's not even my money. It's my business money. And you have to, listen, you will mess around and not have any money in your business bank account. I've seen it with my own eyes. You will mess around and not have any money in your business bank account because you're consistently transferring money back and forth to yourself. Stop. Don't even start off on that foot. Don't even start off like that. That's why I always tell people it's great to start your business while you're working in corporate. That's good because you got guaranteed money. You're not worried about it. The only thing you got to focus on is getting clients. And then once you realize that you're able to get clients, okay, cool, you might want to put your 2-week, 2-month notice in and deal. I get it. But the last thing you want to do is start your business with no money. All right? So just a little business tip. Go into business with money. Maybe save 10 to 15K for your business. I want to say I started off with 10, maybe even 12K in my business. So you want to start off on a foot like that. You want to be able to have your personal financials in line. You understand what you need to pay yourself. You know exactly what's coming out of your account each week. Every month, you know how much you're spending. every month. And then you need to understand business finances. What does it look like to have a profit and loss statement? What does it look like for me to have a separate account? How would that feel? You need to understand that. And then understand what type of compensation is going to work for you. On what schedule? How often do you want to be paid? You need to know that, and you need to reinvest profits. If you only break it even, I get it. Profits. You need to reinvest profits back into your business. So, all right, I feel like I gave you a handful here. If there was anything you felt like you missed or anything you needed more clarity on, make sure you drop it. All right, so I'll see you all on the next video. Make sure before you hop off, you like this video, subscribe, and share, and check out whatever YouTube is going to give to you.